Okay, dear students, now we are going to watch the third video for the picture labeling for the S2. Here we go, the first picture that is showing the muscles of the face. First of all, we need to see that here we got the occipitofrontalis muscle with its frontal belly and the occipital belly. Around the ear, we are having the auricular muscle anterior, superior, and the posterior. Then we can come to the nasal part. Here we got here the nasalis, and above that we are having the procerus muscle over there, and around the eye we are having the orbicularis oculi muscle. And then we can come to the oral part downside. Here we can see around the lips that we got the muscle that we call that orbicularis oris muscle. Under that, in the middle, we are having the mental muscle. Then we are having the depressor labiae inferioris. After that, we got here this muscle that is the depressor anguli oris, and then we got here the platysma. In the cheek, we got the buccinator. We are having here the masseter muscle, and then we are having the zygomaticus major and the minor. And then we got here the muscle what we call that the levator labiae superioris muscle, and then lechinase. And then we are having the parotid gland here with its duct. So pay attention, sternocleidomastoid muscle over there. So this part here you need to pay attention, at least the 10 muscles. Internal jugular vein, and we got here external jugular vein. Okay, posterior to the ear, at this part we are having the occipital artery and the vein, and this is small portion above that we are having the posterior auricular artery and the vein. Anterior to the ear that we can see here superiorly, that is our superficial temporal artery and the vein. And then which one is passing at this way, we call that transverse facial artery and the vein. Above the orbit, what we can see supraorbital artery, below that and vein, and inferior to that infraorbital artery and the vein at this area approximate. If we see there the supratrochlear artery and the vein, and then exactly inferiorly we are having the infratrochlear artery and the vein. Around this part we are having the angular artery and the vein, dorsal nasal artery and the vein, superior labial, inferior labial artery and the vein, facial artery and the facial vein. Okay, inside the parotid gland we are having here the retromandibular vein, and also we are having the external carotid artery at this part. So at least 10 vessels you need to remember from here. Next we are having here for the vein separately. So in this part, that first of all need to remember the internal jugular vein, external jugular vein. We got here posterior auricular vein, we got the retromandibular vein. Downside we are having here the facial vein, we got the deep facial vein, this plexus here formed by the maxillary part. So there is good plexus of the veins, and we got the maxillary vein, superficial temporal vein, and above that we are having the emissary veins, and here we are having the inferior ophthalmic vein. Let's go to the next picture. There we go to the nerves extensively, but they are very similar names as the arteries we talk about. Some are different. Let's start from the part here. We go to the mental nerve, we got the buccal nerve. Okay, and then we are having zygomatico-facial nerve over there. We got the supraorbital and infraorbital nerve, we got the external nasal nerve, we got the supratrochlear and infratrochlear nerve, we got at this place zygomatico-temporal nerve, we got the auriculotemporal nerve, we're having here the transverse cervical, we got the greater auricular and the lesser occipital, and the next we are having the greater occipital and the third occipital and at this part from the C4. Next we are having here the lymph nodes. So we can start from the lower of the mandible at this place. So first of all the submental, submandibular, then we got here preauricular, also known as the parotid lymph node. Backside here we are having the occipital lymph node, we got the mastoid lymph node, we got the jugulogastric lymph node, this big one. We are having in the neck the superficial cervical and the deep cervical lymph node. We got here jugulo-omohyoid node. So except that the muscle or maybe the vein may also be labeled, so pay attention. So thank you up to here. See you in the next videos.